What's up guys, thank you for joining me for Frauditor Compilation number 12 here on Degenerate Watch. It's been quite a while since our last Frauditor video here on the channel, and even longer since our last Frauditor Compilation. And if you happen to miss out on those episodes, there's links down below in the description. But in the last Frauditor video that we did on the channel, I had quite a lot of crazy comments from some Frauditor sympathisers down below, so I decided to do an extra comment video on that particular episode, so that'll be coming very soon. But back to the video at hand, we're going to be taking a look at a frauditor who goes in search of an elusive poster 7 at a post office. And all of you guys out there that are regular viewers of the Frauditor videos know that there's certain parts of poster 7 that they like to ignore. Well, we're going to see that come back to bite our poster 7 compliance officer in our first clip. And then we're going to be moving on to something slightly different. We're going to be heading north of the border to Canada to not so much a frauditor, more of a cop watcher, but you know, he's auditing the police, so you know, frauditor. So let's shimmy on over to our first clip, and as you guys know by now, links to our social medias, the other videos I've talked about, and ways to help support the channel are down below in the description. Enjoy.
What's going on?
I came in looking for poster 7.
Poster 7.
Poster 7 is the rules and regulations the federal government has put out
Okay.
for post offices that's supposed to be displayed on their walls.
Okay.
They do not have it.
Okay.
Lady came out, asked me what I was looking for. I told her I was looking for poster 7.
Okay.
She said, I'm going to get poster 7.
Okay.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
It's not seen poster 7 yet.
He sounds like somebody complaining to the manager in a fast food restaurant saying, the girl took my order 10 minutes ago, I ordered my taco and I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
Federal regulations say I can film in this post office.
Okay. Let me.
Okay.
What is poster 7? I don't know what federal.
It is a document, a poster that goes on the wall that tells regulations inside, regulations outside, as far as photography and other things of matter. It states on there plainly, anyone can film here. In 2018, Congress came out with a memo, congressional,
Okay.
that said it is legal for the public to film on any federal facility, hallways, corridors, and offices.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right either.
It's okay.
I don't know. That's one of those things I just don't.
That's
I
one of the
don't come
reasons
across.
I'm here.
Okay.
Because people don't understand that and don't realize that.
Okay.
That is the law.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
I understand you have the right to,
Okay.
if it's true.
It is.
What's the point of it? Why are you filming it?
Just to make people aware.
Oh, okay. So you're just making a video.
That's correct.
Okay. Can I go? You my phone me in my car? Let me get my phone. Let me just Google that and just make sure.
Absolutely. If she'll bring poster 7 out, you can read it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll Google it. If it says that, I'll ask her to bring it out.
Okay.
So
You can also Google that congressional
Yeah.
2018 memo
Yeah.
that says we can film on any federal facility.
Yeah.
Period. Public can.
Yeah. I'll explain to them. I can't. There's nothing.
That's
Now,
fine. This is not my first rodeo.
I bet it ain't. Do you have an ID on you where I could log that I did speak to you?
Not required to ID. Nope.
I'm
Not committed a crime. Not required to ID. I only have to ID.
I'm not even running you for a warrant check.
I only have to ID if you put me under arrest.
Okay. All right. You want to stand right here?
I'm fine right here.
So while the poster 7 police wait for the actual real police to do some investigations, he gets a cam back from what I'm pretty sure is a post office employee who comes out to have a few words.
Listen, buddy.
Good citizen? Okay. What's up? Sir, do you work here?
Yes, sir, I do.
Can I get your manager?
Yes, sir.
What was it,
Poster 7.
poster 7 in the post office?
That's correct. It is not displayed in there, and by government law, it is supposed to be displayed in the lobby.
What's that?
Poster 7.
That why you're up
Rules and
here?
That is
regulations.
one of the reasons, yes, sir.
You want to entice them.
No, sir, I'm not trying to entice
You want
anyone.
to entice nobody. I know what you
See, you want to say something to me about
I'm
taking
talking to
pictures,
you.
and
I'm
you're
talking
taking
to you.
pictures of me.
I'm not inside the building.
But I encourage that. That's your First Amendment
I know
right,
exactly
sir.
what my First Amendment
Well,
is.
good. Then you shouldn't say a word to me about me recording.
You have to laugh at the fact that he says, oh, you're recording me, but I encourage that because that's your right. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't encourage that if he was somewhere at work and there was some guy prowling around the place shoving cameras in their face, looking to start an interaction with somebody and hopefully get a rise out of someone. So now we're going to skip forward a little bit to where the officer actually reads out the text of poster 7, including that little bit that they like to ignore.
Is that what you're talking about?
It does look...
Photographs for news, advertising, and commercial purposes?
Correct, sir.
Photographs for use for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel and or other authorized personnel for a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head.
I am here for commercial purposes because these stories are sold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the likes of Fox, NBC, CNN and all those are beating his door down for clips of this. Oh yes folks, we're bringing you this breaking news. Poster 7 is missing from a Tennessee post office. We're going to stay with this story all night if we have to.
I'm here for commercial news. Excuse me?
You say you're taking a video for an educational video, am I right?
It's not necessarily educational. Some of it is educational because the public's not aware.
Okay.
I also sell these stories, so it's commercial. So I have every legal right to be in here filming.
So is this going on YouTube, is that what I'm understanding?
Possibly. I don't want to release anything too quick. I don't want to play my hand too quick.
Okay. So it's an instructional video, but you won't give me the name of the video.
Can't. It's not released yet.
It's not released yet. Okay. You don't know, you won't tell me who you work for.
Don't have to do that, sir.
Okay. Usually when you come in here to do videos like this, you have to give somebody your ID, some type of ID.
You absolutely do not. Only time you have to ID, this is the state of Tennessee, only time you have to ID is when you've been arrested. You do not have to ID any other time. You ought to know that, buddy.
Well, okay. Well, usually I try to talk to people that just know what their first name is.
I'd rather not relinquish that. That's my right.
Okay.
Can I help you with anything else? Are we done?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for this post 7.
Okay.
Poster.
Well, you just saw it on your phone. You're not going
You wanted him to bring the post 7?
I actually want him to put it up where it's supposed to be.
I
By government rules, it's supposed to be
I
up.
want to see it.
Okay.
And
Well,
I got my supervisor on the way.
Okay, that's fine. But if a lady would have brought me out poster 7, I'd have been out here 15 minutes ago.
It's a total fabrication.
I just wanted to see poster 7 and
That's
see it
all
up.
you were wanting?
That's all I was asking for.
Okay.
I'd have been
that's
out.
all you were wanting.
I'd have been out here 15 minutes ago. That's a government regulation.
Okay.
You
As
know.
soon as he brings it out, tell him to put it up.
Well, have him put it up. Let me take a look at it.
That's one way.
I'm going back in and record.
That's what we're waiting for to get.
And that's fine. And I'm going back in and record for a couple of minutes, and then I'll be out of here. All right.
Can I at least get your first name?
Buddy, I'd rather not relinquish that.
Well, I talked to the U.S. Postal Inspector.
Okay.
He's over all these facilities and everything. His name is Mr. Wilson. He says if you want to record, stand on the grass out here all day long.
I'm going to challenge you on that because that's not the way the law works.
But it's his property.
It's not his property, sir. This is federal property.
Okay, because you've not identified yourself and you've scared some of these people, he's asking that you leave the property.
Well,
If you don't leave, we're going to charge you with trespassing.
Okay, two things. You can't charge me with trespassing on public
I'm
property.
telling you what's going to happen, okay? He's asked that you leave the property or stand out there in the grass and record all you want to. He does not want you up on the sidewalk just because you're scaring people. If you're not willing to compromise, then you will be arrested for
Okay, so
trespassing.
can I speak now?
Sure.
15 cameras in the post office.
Right.
They're scared of my camera.
I hate the way they always bring this up as a defence. Oh, there's cameras in the post office recording you the whole time. Like, it's clearly not the same thing. The lady behind the counter in the post office when I go in to do business doesn't try to agitate me to make me do something to get a reaction and then use the footage to put up on YouTube so I see myself later on the internet. It's definitely nowhere near the same thing, and in the vast majority of cases CCTV footage doesn't get reviewed until something actually happens to need to review it.
Well, they're scared of what you were doing and the way you were doing it.
Well, I didn't approach anybody. I didn't say a word to anybody whatsoever until the lady asked me what I was looking for, and I told her I was looking for poster 7. That is the only conversation I had in the post office at all.
Okay, so did you see the poster?
No.
Okay.
The poster they had is like this. It's a photocopy.
Okay, so
It's a
they're
2-foot
not You think they're not in compliance with what it should be?
I guarantee you they're not in compliance.
Okay.
Every post office got mailed a 2-foot by 3-foot laminated poster that's colored to go on the wall to be displayed, not an 8 by 11 photocopy sheet.
Okay.
So that's what I was looking for. I didn't think that was it, because that's obviously not what I was looking for. I was looking for something a lot larger. There is no, like I was explaining to this gentleman also, in privacy, you have expectation of privacy. But in public, there is no expectation of privacy. You already understand that, I'm sure. You know that's the law.
To a degree.
Well, in public, if you want to have private space, you have to create it. That's what the law says.
So are you willing to compromise and stand over there and record all you want?
No, I am not. So
Okay.
I'm not going to go back in, but I'm going to go contact my attorney, Mr. Stinson and Mr. Cummings. I'm going to have both of y'all in front of my attorney or on paperwork through my attorney, because you're not in compliance with the laws of the post
we're
office.
doing what the postmaster wishes.
And that's fine. And I've got his name also.
Sure.
So he'll be on that paperwork as well.
Okay.
You gentlemen understand, by reading poster 7 yourself, I have every right to be in there.
Well, there's certain guidelines that says you do, but then when you start doing things like you said, you're with the media. Which media are you with? You're supposed to provide us your credentials.
That is not correct, sir.
You're with the press. You're supposed to.
That is not correct. There is
There you're with the media.
50 years ago, there was press credentials. There is not press credentials given to anyone anymore unless you call ahead with a 50-person party that's coming in, and then they'll give you a lanyard.
I've never heard that.
Well, they don't give out press credentials anymore for individuals. That's just the way. Guys, I'm leaving now because they asked me to, because I don't want to cause any more problems, but I will be back. I want you to understand that, so you might as well prepare for me, because I will be back.
I'll be back.
Well, there you have it, guys. More absolute nonsense there and a complete waste of everybody's time. So let's have a quick breakdown on what was achieved on this audit. Oh wait, nothing. Not only did he manage to not get them to fall in line and put the poster up, he left with his tail tucked between his legs after he was told he didn't have the permission of the installation head. It's pretty obvious this guy isn't fully committed, because his righteous cause to have poster 7 displayed wasn't worth doing jail time to him. Like, is he actually serious? He's what they call within Frauditor circles a fraudy pinko. You know, the same as commie pinkos, but just for frauditors. So I think we'll move right on now to our next clip, as I've had just about enough of poster 7 to do me for this millennium. And in this one we're taking a trip north of the border to Canada, where we're going to play some name games and annoy some cops who are just out trying to do their job. So prepare yourselves for some time wasting, some pointless questions and a complete lack of respect as we hit the road to Ottawa. So as you can see, our cameraman has managed to track the officers down, and it seems that they're dealing with something here with these people in this car. But as we're about to see now, it doesn't take very long for him to be spotted.
Hello, sir. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Name and badge number?
2473, Constable Kabuya.
Kabuya.
Can I just ask you not to be filming the people that I'm talking to? They don't feel comfortable you filming them, okay? Like, I don't mind you filming me. I got no problem with that. It's just the people that I'm talking to, they don't feel comfortable they don't feel comfortable you filming them, okay?
What is your first name?
Sorry?
What's your first name?
It's what does that matter?
Okay.
So last name is Constable Kabuya. Cadre is 2473. Okay, man.
You don't want to give your first name?
So again, the people that I'm talking to, they don't feel comfortable you filming them. So I'm gonna kindly ask you not to do so. All
You
right?
don't want to give your first name. Well, let's try.
All right, man.
Your first name. Just your first name.
I don't think that really matters.
Just,
I'm gonna ask you nicely again. Please don't be filming the people that I'm talking to. They don't.
just
feel
your first
comfortable-
name. That's all.
They don't feel comfortable with you filming them. Okay,
What's your
man?
first name?
I don't think that really matters.
What's the J? Is that a J or L? Is it a J? Yes,
Are
a
we
J.
cool, man?
I just need your first name for my
I
report.
don't think that really matters, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll submit
I'm
it.
gonna ask you nicely not to be filming the people that I'm talking to.
Okay. What's your supervisor name?
Okay?
Your sergeant's name.
Sergeant LeBeau.
Okay. LeBeau. How do you spell LeBeau? How do you spell LeBeau?
Alright, sir?
What's his badge number, the sergeant?
I have no idea.
Okay, no problem.
Okay? But again, you got my name, you got my last name, you got my badge number.
I didn't get the first name.
I don't think that really matters, man.
What's the J for the J? J as in Julie.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna ask you to not be filming the people that I'm talking to. I mean, you can film me all day you want, but not the people that I'm engaging with. Okay, they don't want you to be filming them.
Just your first name, sir.
Okay,
Just the
All right.
first name.
thanks.
And now you'll see a total lack of respect after just being asked nicely by the officer not to have those people on camera. He has to go for the zoom in. And by the looks of things, the officers have decided to leave this sofa tonight because he doesn't seem to be going away, and they have decided to leave. And all that was really achieved here in the end was a very poor game of guess who with that officer there. Which reminds me, let's have a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Wake up and smell the freedom. The thrill of the audit comes to your mother's basement. What's their name and badge number? The new board game from Little Tyrants.
Excellent!
Perfect for all the family. Is Junior too young to take on an audit? No problem. Do it from the dining room table. Teach them the skills for the future that matter.
Awesome!
All of your buddies actually got lives and can't go out on an audit? No problem. Play at home with just one other family member, and if they can't stand you, I don't know what to tell you. Packed with over 48 interchangeable Tyrant cards, you're bound to have hours of endless agitation.
That's rad!
With our easy flip tabs and 2 exciting ways to play, you're bound to be shouting Tyrant Alert in no time.
Awesome!
But that's not all. Pre-order the deluxe edition today and get a second board where you can play the celebrity version of the game, featuring famous tyrants such as...
Dispatch, this is Chief Wiggum, back in pursuit of the rebelling women.
All right, your current location?
Oh, I'm on a road, looks to be asphalt, geez, trees, shrubs, I'm directly under the earth's sun, now.
Excuse me. All right, move on. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
I have grown to realize that there are 2 basics in life we can be sure of.
Death and taxes, sir?
Batman and Robin.
Hey, Dad. When you tell me you're gonna look into it, I'm telling you that's all you better do. Look.
I'm a cop, and you will respect my authority.
Yeah, right. You better get back to school, little boy.
Ow!
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that for $1.
Available at all Degenerate retailers now and endorsed by FOIA, the Federation of Insufferable Auditors. But don't just take it from me. What do you think, kids?
I'll never go to school again!
The Frauditor Critique and Handbook or Operations Manual is quite lengthy, but in the early chapters of it you'll learn how to assess what was actually achieved during an audit. I've yet to see an audit that produces something positive that benefits the wider community instead of inflating the frauditor's ego. For example, in our first clip we took a look at, the guy discovered that poster 7 wasn't up on the wall and he wanted him to put it up. And in fairness, if the regulations of the post office say that that should be up on the wall, well then it should. But what I don't agree with is making such a song and dance about it with a camera in your hand and upsetting everybody to the point that the police have to be called and waste their time. Like, if you have a grievance, there's a certain way of going about things in order to get it sorted out. He says he spoke to somebody who produced a photocopy which, you know, he wasn't happy with. And in the end he ended up leaving because he was told he wasn't wanted on the premises. Nowhere in this whole sequence of events did poster 7 actually get put up on the wall. And from what I can see here, not a thing was achieved whatsoever. And in our second clip, I just think the guy had nothing better to do. He just wanted to be awkward, and it's just a complete lack of respect for other people. He doesn't know what those people are talking to the police about. They could be undercover police, they could be informants, they could be anything. Like, there's nothing actually going on there that needs you to be standing there recording. It seems to me like nowhere on the face of the earth is immune from the scourge of the Frauditor types. We'll soon be seeing reports of uncontacted tribes down in the Amazon having to put up with these guys recording outside their huts. Well guys, that just about wraps it up for Frauditor Compilation number 12. I hope you enjoyed that one. But just before I go, I just want to let you know we started a new series here on the channel recently called Airline Agitators, and you can check out episode 1 at the link down below in the description. In that series we'll be taking a look at a bunch of stupidity and idiocy that happens on board aircraft and at airports. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, don't forget to check that one out. Coming in the next couple of weeks, I will have the channel merch up finally for anyone that's interested, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel for news of when that will be dropping. I also want to give a quick shout out to some recent super chatters here on the channel, and they are Simon Mitchener, AZ the Kid, King Leo 9 and Tariq Asherex. Thanks very much for your support guys, it's very much thoroughly appreciated. And if you'd like to help support us here on Degenerate Watch, there's a link down below in the description to do that, and you can also drop us a super chat during our live streams and our premieres. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to the channel Road Pirate Films. They shared our last police pursuit video on their community tab page with their subscribers and sent a few people over our way, which was very much welcome. So I've left the link to their channel down below in the description. There's some good content over there, so definitely go and check that out and show them some support. Well guys, that's just about it from me, so if you enjoyed the video don't forget to drop us a like. There's links down below in the description to our social medias. Also don't forget to make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you always get notified when we drop a new video here on Degenerate Watch. I'll be back very soon with another video, and if you can't wait till then, why not check out one of the videos on screen now. Until next time guys, stay safe, take care, peace.